Never doubt that a small group of intelligent, considerate people can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that has.
Hi, come and join us for our annual hunt for March 1st, 2014.
We invite all the community to come and support our cause.
This is what the Youth Health Service Clubs do. The youth is not the problem, the youth is our solution!
So the goal of the program is to get the students to bring 10 people through the screening process so that they not only reach out to their families, but they can start reaching out into the community and making sure people who get screened can get connected to services. We were looking at the ACA and we noticed that a lot of people are still going to be slipping through the cracks. So that's another challenge that we're trying to address, is finding these people resources that they need to get the services that they require. So the goal is to help address the health disparities in the community. So there was a study that found that there's a big disparity, almost 20 years, between the life expectancy for people in zip codes of higher socioeconomic status, people with insurance, compared to the people in the lower socioeconomic status zip codes who usually don't have insurance or access to care. This was basically in high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer screenings, asthma and smoking, and a couple other areas. So we chose to address those 5 disparities that are preventable. So we focused on high school students because they're the best place to start. Not only can we help them be more aware of the health disparities that affect them so that they can start changing their lives and prevent those processes from happening, they're going to be the link to their families, their parents, and people who they know who don't have access to services. So right now the Youth Health Service Corps is at a few high schools in the community, and we're actually looking to expand further into more high schools. We have about 7 different elementary schools that also have the club, and we're looking to expand there too. We recently expanded to make this a learning service project, so that now we have undergraduate students who are going to be reaching out to our high school students, and the graduate level students are going to be reaching out to them. So now it's sort of a multi-layered mentoring program, so that each level mentors the people below them to make it to the next level. By doing that, we hope that we can also recruit people from underrepresented groups into health careers. So this process of recruitment has been a very time-consuming task, and we're having a lot of trouble being able to commit to doing that. So we're really hoping to get the funding available so that we can hire somebody, or at least compensate someone who donates all of their time to do this, so that they can continue to do this and we can become more organized.
This is the problem we faced. There is a 20-year death gap between the uninsured and the insured in Chicago. For the undocumented, excluding from the national health insurance, the death gap is currently permanent.
At the same time, the media and the politicians has painted a picture of streets filled with a second death gap. From the violence of a lost generation of young men and women in our community.
In the first 6 months of this year, Chicago had 22% more murders than New York, a city with 5.5 million more people.
Chicago's South Side. These streets are home to some of the most dangerous gangs in America. Last year, there were more murders here than in any other city in the United States. According to the FBI, in 2012, there were 506 murders in Chicago, significantly more than the next two cities, New York and Detroit. Since 2003, more Americans have died in Chicago than in Iraq.
We determined to confront both death gaps with one blow. We determined to establish the principle that the youth are not the problem, the youth are the solution. A new generation of leaders stepped forward. We organized ourselves with discipline and determination.